Chant Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayam. Your palms, open your eyes. Very welcome. So today is Saturday. We will be discussing about cyclic meditation and the studies available on this practice. First thing, am I audible properly?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Cyclic meditation we have done so many times, and we know that this is moving meditation. This is the only meditation I can say, moving meditation, based on the principle of stimulation and relaxation. And the reference, we can say that the principle of the stimulation relaxation we find in the Upanishad known as Mandukya Upanishad, the shortest one. And Lay Sambodhaye Chittam, we say, we chant this prayer in the beginning of this practice. That is from Mandukya Upanishad. So nowadays, as we know that research, scientific studies are very important when we talk about especially the therapeutic aspects of yogic practices. If we know these the benefits is different thing. When we say benefit, that it is beneficial in your, it relieves your stress, anxiety, that is improves sleep quality, that is different thing. But when we talk about researches, that time we are saying with the references, we have the scientific studies. It's not just whatever the things we study from someone has written, the author, we are saying no. Scientific studies has its own importance, and it is very, very important. Nowadays, it is very essential to promote researches in every field, not only in yoga. Then only actually we can use it in a therapeutic aspect, because some meditation, when we talk about meditation, of course, we all know, we say it meditation, it's not meditation actually. Because meditation happens, we cannot practice meditation. We all know this thing, because this is the state that we attain. This is the dharana practices, pre-practices we can say. But nowadays in day-to-day life, very stressful, we can say, or sedentary lifestyle. In this lifestyle, if we just practice this pre-practices, this is very helpful, because people just want to get rid of suffering. This is especially physical, mental. We want physical health, mental health, emotional health. So we can easily get by this by adopting these practices. So cyclic meditation uses, we know that we practice some asanas, especially Ardhakati Chakrasana, Vajrasana, Shashankasana, Shavasana, and there are 3 relaxation techniques: IRT, QRT, and DRT. Instant relaxation technique, quick relaxation technique, and deep relaxation technique. I would like to request you all first that adopt any mudra and utilize your time while listening. This is yoga, you know this thing, right? So you can adopt this Shankh mudra. This is very effective, good for meditation. Okay, just hold your thumb like this and join your thumb and middle finger, and keep your spine erect. And continuously you can practice Sukha Pranayama while listening, if you know, otherwise yogic breathing. Okay, if you want to note it something, you can, it's okay, but try to practice breathing. So relaxation techniques I mentioned, asanas, and sometimes we practice actually forward backward asanas as well. We can do it. We have not done yet, but we can do, like Padhasthasana and Ardha Chakrasana. Side bending we do. If we want to perform, if we want to add more asana, then Forward backward bending also we can add easily. Padhastasana and Ardha Chakrasana in cyclic meditation. So now I would like to share the screen without taking much time. Okay, so is it visible and audible? Please let me know.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. Cyclic meditation. I'm not going to discuss about its technique, method, everything you know very well. You all are practitioners. So we will be talking about the scientific researches and in brief, because research is, of course, it's very broad again. And I have selected some few very, we can say that important research, and it is actually, these are good researches. So I have taken it. There are 8 studies I'm going to talk about in brief. Its conclusion and its general only. So findings are important actually. Intervention is important sometimes. Then we know actually how can we use it. So the study 1 is, the title you can see, effect of cyclic meditation on selective psychological variables among corporate employees. So directly we can say that it is associated with your manomaya kosha and vijnanamaya kosha, psychological well-being. So this research is for psychological health. We can actually, they did assess it. So intervention, cyclic meditation is given for 15 days. The experimental group practice 15 days this meditation, 40 minutes per day. So this is actually important here. 40 minutes cyclic meditation we complete, generally it takes 35 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, I can say, not more than 40. If you take time in the beginning, it's okay, and if you practice, it is also okay, but generally it takes 30 to 40 minutes, not much, or not less than this. This is you can see in all these studies, study 1 to 8, you can see now. So this is 40 minutes, 15 days. Conclusion is, the 15 days of cyclic meditation practice was successful in enhancing the cognitive function. So again, psychological health, cognitive function among corporate employees. So this is study they did on corporate employees, and it is published in Journal of Ayurveda and Integrated Medical Sciences, 2021. Next is effect of study 2. The title is effect of 2 yoga-based relaxation techniques on memory scores and state anxiety. So this is again on your mental health. You can see how cyclic meditation helps, especially for mental well-being. So memory and state of anxiety. Intervention in 57 male volunteers. The immediate effect of 2 relaxation techniques was studied. So 57 male participants were there in this study, and the 2 techniques they have taken, relaxation technique, and the one is cyclic meditation, and next is supine rest. Simple shavasana actually they did. So shavasana is also the relaxation technique, we can say, asana, and one is meditation. So they did compare actually that which is more effective in anxiety and the memory. So all participants were assessed before and after cyclic meditation, practiced for 22 minutes, we can say, and on one day, and an equal duration of supine rest on another day. So this is the timing and general biopsychosocial medicine. And conclusion, a cyclical combination of yoga postures and supine rest in cyclic meditation improved memory scores immediately after the practice and decreased state anxiety more than rest in classical yoga relaxation posture. We call it shavasana. So again, cyclic meditation is more effective than simple shavasana, especially in anxiety, and it improves memory as well. Study 3. The title is Effect of Cyclic Meditation on Autonomic Variables. So autonomic variables, simply it indicates your nervous system related things, and like breath holding time and your respiration rate, okay, pulse rate. This is all autonomic variables. So intervention subjects comprised 100 army soldiers, volunteers. Please mute yourself. Subjects comprised 100 army soldiers. They did take part in this study, and the age was 25 to 40, attending 15 days. How many days? 15 days they did. Cyclic meditation training program at Army establishment in Delhi, Kent. And the journal is Think India General, published in 2019. And the conclusion is very important. The effect of cyclic meditation showed significant improvement in respiration rate, breath holding time, and pulse rate in experimental group. Where in control group means they didn't practice anything. So non-significant changes in respiration rate, breath holding time, but significant increase in pulse rate after 15 days. So this is they found again. So cyclic meditation improves your respiration rate. Respiration rate, of course, it gets decreased, and breath holding time increased, and pulse rate decreased. This happens after cyclic meditation, and this is, we can say that, vagal modulation. And the fourth study is a review of scientific studies on cyclic meditation. This is very important study as it is review. So they have concluded so many scientific studies on cyclic meditation, and it is published in International Journal of Yoga in 2009. And findings, very important. The practice of cyclic meditation in general appears to bring about a state of low physiological activation. Low physiological activation means, again, parasympathetic dominance, rest and digest condition with reduced oxygen consumption, and a shift in the sympathovagal balance towards vagal dominance. So vagus nerve is generally, whenever we discuss about meditations, pranayama practices, we often talk about vagus nerve. It is 10th cranial nerve, and generally this is the only nerve actually that passes through the throat region, and it covers your actually your digestive system and your cardiovascular system, respiratory system. It controls. So this is the largest, we can say, the nerve, vagus, in among cranial nerves especially. So vagus nerve, vagal modulation, and it has mostly, we can say that, parasympathetic fibers are more in this nerve, vagus nerve. That means rest and digest condition again. And whenever you perform this type of practices, meditation, especially slow-paced pranayama, and so this shifts your system towards the parasympathetic. This is we call vagal modulation or sympathovagal balance. It is very important. A period of cyclic meditation practice significantly reduces oxygen consumption. So oxygen consumption and metabolism, these two things are associated with each other. And you can see it reduces oxygen consumption and energy expenditure to a greater degree, 32.1%, than a comparable period of supine rest. So supine rest means shavasana. When you practice shavasana, you can't see this much change, the 32% in energy expenditure and oxygen consumption. It gets reduced. So it happens in shavasana as well, but not at greater degree, you can see here. But in this cyclic meditation, it happens. So this means oxygen consumption is directly associated with your metabolism. So if someone has hypermetabolism, like disorders, if we take hyperthyroidism, then it is very beneficial because it reduces oxygen consumption. So in these types of diseases where the metabolism is, we need to, of course, bring it down, that time we can practice it. So cyclic meditation program has also been shown to decrease occupational stress levels. Very important. Everyone is stressed nowadays, especially occupation. Um, and baseline autonomic arousal. So it decreases stress as well. There is also an improved performance in a letter cancellation task, which requires selective attention, concentration, visual scanning abilities, and a repetitive motor response following cyclic meditation. So this improves overall cognitive functions, we can say. Moreover, a study of the P300 following cyclic meditation suggested that participants showed a better ability to discriminate auditory stimuli of different pitches in a P300 auditory oddball task. So again, it improves your listening power, or we can say that awareness. It improves your sense of hearing. This is, we can say, cyclic meditation. And this is proved, scientifically proven. The practice of cyclic meditation during daytime has been shown to increase the percentage of slow wave sleep in the subsequent night. So it improves your sleep quality again. Slow wave sleep. You can see the percentage of slow wave sleep. So overall, we can say this suggests the cyclic meditation practice reduces autonomic arousal, improves attention, improves quality of sleep. This is a review study. Now, fifth study is immediate effect of two yoga-based relaxation techniques on attention in children. So this is on children, and you can see the two yoga-based relaxation technique they have taken. Again, one is cyclic meditation, one is shavasana. So published in International Journal of Yoga 2010. The participants were assessed in two types of sessions, namely cyclic meditation and supine rest, which is shavasana. Each session had a duration of 22 minutes. Again, you can see the timing of cyclic meditation. Only 22 minutes they practiced and 30 seconds they are mentioned. Assessments were made immediately before and after each session. So both cyclic meditation and supine rest led to improvement in performance as assessed by SLCT, 6-letter cancellation task. But the change caused by CM was larger than supine rest. Obviously, both are relaxation techniques, so they both affect your psychophysiological parameters. But still, cyclic meditation does more because that is just supine rest. And this is, of course, the asana plus relaxation techniques. Study 6, association between cyclic meditation and creative cognition, optimizing connectivity between frontal and parietal lobes. So brain is divided in so many parts, like right brain and left brain, and there are some lobes: frontal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe, temporal lobe. So frontal is just, you can see the forehead. Okay, parietal is sides of your head. In this way, you can understand. So they in this study, you can see 2018 International Journal of Yoga, it was published, and 24 university students were randomly assigned to an experimental group, cyclic meditation group, and control group they did just supine rest, shavasana. 35 minutes per day for 7 days. This is important. They practiced 35 minutes per day for 7 days only. So creativity performance was assessed pre and post using abbreviated tolerance test for adults, ATTA, while EEG was used to measure brain activity during both cyclic meditation and the supine rest in the creativity test. Conclusion was results indicated that CM, cyclic meditation training, improved creativity performance, producing a shift to predominant gamma activity. So gamma waves, there are 5 waves: alpha, beta, gamma, delta. So gamma waves shift to predominant gamma activity during creativity compared controls who showed delta activity. So both are different, gamma and delta. We will see that what is how we interpret it. Furthermore, the experimental group showed more activation of frontal and parietal regions than controls. Second study, Effect of cyclic meditation on quality of life and perceived stress in female adolescents. So stress as well as quality of life. This is very important. Nowadays we have money, we have everything, but quality of, when we talk about quality of life, you can't get this quality of life by medicines, by hospitalization. You cannot get. It's not at all possible. So quality of life you can attain only by yoga, we can say, the holistic way of living, the art of living we call. So International Journal of Educational and Psychological Researches, July, September 2015, it was published in 15. Intervention, this study was carried out in school students. 58 girls took part in this study, and the variables was quality of life and stress scale, and the satisfaction questionnaire they used were assessed before the CM practices. All the student, because quality of life you cannot measure by lab tests. That's why we have to now, of course, use this questionnaires. Although it is not that much authentic when we talk about the questionnaire, but still some are authentic as well. But when if we compare the physiological test, and so we give more importance to physiological tests, lab test, we can say that. But quality of life we cannot measure by lab test. That's why we have to again choose this. So all the students underwent CM practices daily for 30 minutes, afternoon 3 p.m. to 3:30 p.m., 5 days a week for 1 month under the guidance of trainer, yoga therapist. So CM practices they did for 30 minutes every day. Timing they have mentioned 5 days a week, not 7, 5 days a week for 1 month under guidance. Conclusion is, findings suggest that practice 1 month of cyclic meditation showed that there is a significant impact on quality of life and perceived stress in adults and girls. Last studies, effect of cyclic meditation on sleep quality, psychological well-being, and quality of life among working professionals during the lockdown period. So they did a study on lockdown period, and of course it was like from different places people joined. They took part in this study because that time everything was going online. That's why study was online. The intervention, the authors or researchers, intervention was given by them online via online mode. So the study was carried out in school students, 58 girls. The variables, this quality of life and sleep quality, this satisfaction, and this all they were assessed before the cyclic meditation practices. All the students underwent cyclic meditation practices daily for 30 minutes, afternoon 3 p.m. to 3:30, 5 days a week for 1 month under the guidance again. So conclusion is, yogic practices were found to be beneficial in an improvement of sleep quality, psychological well-being, and quality of life of the test group as compared to those of the control group who were not given any training in yogic practices. Okay, so overall benefits. Now we can say that benefits of cyclic meditation on the basis of these studies. I have not added from my side a single line here. Enhancing the cognitive function, we have seen it improves memory. If you want to improve, everyone needs, of course, everyone wants, so you can practice it. Decreases anxiety, this we have seen. It improves your respiration rate, breath holding time, pulse rate, again, sympathovagal balance. So very effective. Everyone needs relaxation. Bring about a state of low physiological activation, very helpful in some diseases as well. Low physiological activation reduces oxygen consumption and energy expenditure to 32.1%. Shift in sympathovagal balance towards vagal dominance. Vagal dominance is parasympathetic activation again. Decreases occupational stress levels and autonomic arousal. Increases attention, concentration, and visual scanning abilities. So again, cognitive improvement, improves quality of sleep, creativity, performance, and predominant gamma activity. This we have seen. Supine rest showed delta activity dominant, and And cyclic meditation, gamma activity is predominant. So improves quality of life, improves psychological well-being. So gamma activity now, this is when we talk about HRV, especially low physiological activation means higher HRV. Vagal dominance means higher HRV. Higher HRV means less physiological stress, ready to perform. This is when your parasympathetic is dominant. Lower HRV means more physiologically stressed, tiredness, exhausted completely. That is lower HRV. So cyclic meditation, when you perform it, it increases your HRV. Although other practices as well, all the relaxation techniques increases this HRV and brain waves. So cyclic meditation, we have seen the predominant gamma activity. So you can see gamma, beta, alpha, theta, and delta. So gamma is associated with heightened perception, learning, problem solving tasks, cognitive processing. This is all about gamma. But delta is deep sleep, loss of bodily awareness, repair. So see, in Yoga Nidra, actually, as I know, delta waves actually it is predominant. But in cyclic meditation, gamma, because you are aware of your body, that's why you're practicing asanas. But in Yoga Nidra, you do not practice asana. You just lie down in Shavasana, and you actually lose the body consciousness that time. But you are aware still. So again, gamma is awareness and delta is sleep. So difference again. And the frequencies is also different, 1 to 3. And there you can see 25, less than 25 degree, 25 as Z hazard. So when you practice cyclic meditation, again, it increases your awareness, cognitive functions, we can say. Okay, so it is all about this cyclic meditation. I hope if you have any doubt now, you can ask.
Can I ask a question, Bhaiya?
Yes, please.
You know, on when they did the research with the students, with the female students, is there a particular reason why they did it between 3 and 3:30 in the afternoon?
No, it's not like that. It's of course according to comfort, you know.
Oh,
there
okay.
is no reason. You can perform it anytime. And in the actually there is a mistake in if you have noticed, there are two studies of course that schoolgirls, I think the timing was same if you have noticed in two studies, right? Because in second study the same thing I mentioned. Conclusion is right, but the additional line is from the previous study. So this is typo again. I will remove that. So that is so I just want to say that 3 to 3:30 timing is only it is in only one study, not in two studies. Okay, and it is according to time doesn't matter at all. It is of course about comfort, you know. So they did. That's why. If you practice it in morning, yeah, in this way time matters. When your stomach is empty, of course it will be more effective because you can practice asanas easily and you will not fall asleep, of course. Otherwise there are chances in deep relaxation technique again. So that's why you can practice this after 1 to 2 hours of eating, at least 2 hours, because asanas are not that much difficult. Very basic practices we do. Okay, so this is anything else, anyone?
Thank you.
Are you, could I just ask one question? Are you able to forward this research bit on the WhatsApp so we can print it off for our record? No.
Recording is you know, we have recording is already going on, but I will share it, no worry. Okay,
No, if you can share the presentations, then I can.
I will share.
Okay.
Right. It's not my work. I have also researchers that, you know, so many time they have given. I have just compiled it.
Okay.
I can share. That's good if it can help.
No, if we have it,
Yes.
then it's, you got that knowledge of it. So if we ever have to explain it, then it's there.
I will share it.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else? Okay, now I think we have we can practice cyclic meditation. We did, no, it's not the cyclic meditation day, I think. We will continue now our Nada Nusandhana. Okay, so get ready for that.